E3 here with a daily update. I'm very grateful to be here with you. And I'm grateful to do my part to bear my own cross with a smile in my heart. If I can. Sometimes there's just tears and pain and suffering. But if I can, I'm trying to bear my own cross with a smile in my heart, take extreme ownership and responsibility for every aspect of my life, but also extreme humility and openness to receiving support from human beings, from plants, from the animals, from the earth herself, from great, great, great spirit. So bearing my own cross, it's like a balance of no one is going to do this for me. No one is going to think the thoughts for me. No one is going to breathe for me. No one is going to smile for me. But if you'd like to join me, you can. So that's kind of the practice I'm experiencing. I completely 100% created the brain cancer, manifested the situation, was a key co-creator in the situation. And at the same time, now what? It's like, in a loving way, ask myself, now what are you going to do? So now what I am going to do is grab this amazing elixir. So it's just, energy. And my prayer is that I can do my part. Like I can take in nourishment and that it will lead to nourishment for other people. I don't want to just heal the brain cancer. It's kind of a cool story. I'm making these videos, sharing my story with other people. I'm going to fully transmute the energies and create something beautiful. So yeah, it's a cool story. But there's something much bigger happening, I feel, in my heart, for myself and for others through me. So I'm trying to stay present with that and doing my best to let everything support my soul's highest purpose. It's kind of a lofty goal, all these visions and dreams in our heart. And, but I think that's why we're here. We're here to follow the dream. Maybe we co-created the dream with the great dreamer. Like some people say, we are in God's mind right now. We are in the creation of Great Spirit. So maybe that's what we're doing here as humans. We are experiencing these extreme limitations. It's like a prison for our soul in some ways. But we chose to be here, I think, to experience what we're experiencing. Much easier said than done. But what if your soul, what if my soul, what if our soul families, souls, chose to be here on the earth, not by accident, but by deliberate choice and excitement to be here in possibly the world's greatest awakening that we've seen in a very, very long time. I am not a historian at all, or a her-storian. So I don't know, maybe this has happened many times on the planet, what we're going through now, but I know for sure, your soul, my soul, we chose to be here. And why did we choose to be here? I believe we chose to be here to be, well, I'll just say for me, I chose to be here to be my unique vibration, to be in my unique flow state, and to live my unique life purpose. And that's different for each of us. And I chose my own way to do that. One way to do that is to manifest brain cancer and infections in my head and all these challenges, to manifest that so they can be transmuted, and then greater levels of love. Now, we don't need the pain and suffering to experience love and creativity. I don't think we do. I think the love is always there. But it is kind of a cool story that I've manifested, so I'm doing my best to be present with this story. It's just a story. These are just YouTube videos. But My prayer is that the energy and the dreams in my heart can manifest in beautiful ways and I can let go of the results. So part of the reason I make these YouTube videos is it's just a practice. I don't know what will happen tomorrow or in a week or in a month or a few months in my life, let alone the world. So I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best and doing what I can to use the tools that I have. Right now it's a camera and green juice. Using the tools that I have, and like I'm in a bathroom right now. I'm not homeless. I saw a homeless person outside of Whole Foods today. And well, I wouldn't even share this, but because I just like to help people and not tell other people that I help people, because it just feels right to just go with the flow, give love, and then move on to the next moment. But I'm just sharing this because oh yeah, there's a homeless person outside of Whole Foods. Well, I don't even want to label her as that. Her name is Chelsea. She told me her name. I'm assuming she was homeless because she was sitting outside for a very long time. And then I was talking to her, asking her if she would like some food or anything to drink or a snack or something, and I'll get her something in Whole Foods. So we talked for a bit and got her some food and just brought it out, gave her to her. And then, oh yeah, I used the electric wheelchair in Whole Foods, which was kind of fun. And then gave her the food. My stepfather picked me up and we went home. So, what's my point? My point is that I'm trying to bear my own cross, and maybe beautiful things can come from this. And yeah, it might seem like maybe a bad thing, the brain cancer, and maybe, yeah, I had errors in the past in my thinking and my choices and my food choices and my, I don't know, or maybe previous lifetimes, karma, who knows, whatever the reason is that all this manifested, I'm trying to stay present with it and consciously transmute the energies into something beautiful. And more so, just as importantly, stay present to God's will in the situation. Because it's not just me all day long saying, well, how can I transmute the energies? How can I use this for good? And all that. That's part of it. But there's also a bigger part that's just, I feel like Great Spirit and the universe and your heart and many people's hearts are kind of like the energy is shifting, whether we like it or not, whether we want to or want it to or not. The energy in the planet and in humanity is shifting. So we can, as the Hawaiians say, we can go with the flow or not. So I'm trying to go with the flow, and that's what part of these videos is. These videos is part of that flow, and not being attached to it one way or the other. If I never make another YouTube video again, move on to the next thing. If I make YouTube videos for however long, then that's awesome. If YouTube ends, well, there's so much to do for me each day with the pain, with doctors and everything, and trying to regain function in my left hand. See, I'm trying not to squeeze together, and it's like trying to touch my pinky to my thumb. I got to rehab the hand. Hand, you can do it. I love you. 2 thumbs up. But part of, yeah, like even with the YouTube videos, I'm trying to think or prepare for possibilities in the future. So there's this thing called library.tv, and there are many other kind of like, I don't know if this is the right word, but open source social media platforms and other, I want to educate myself a lot on like cryptos, blockchain technologies, because the old energies, they are dissolving. I don't know if YouTube will dissolve soon, maybe never, I don't know. But point being, I'm making these videos and probably going to back them all up on an external hard drive and then offer them on either library.tv or some other like open source platform. But anyway, it's kind of besides the point. I'm trying to stay with the flow and trust that like the love will guide me either towards death, towards more pain, or whatever. So thank you for your time and your presence. and your support. It's kind of two things. It's like there's one journey of just healing the brain cancer and all that stuff, and like, calling in prayers and support. But then there's another part of an energy that I'm creating, and they're kind of like hand in hand, and have to heal to a certain level before I can create certain things, but then go back to the healing back and forth all day long. But there's certain creations in my heart, I'll just share them quickly, that have nothing to do with the brain cancer or the head infection or seizures or challenges. And I believe we all have those dreams in our heart, and this is why we're here. So I'm going to share a few, then E3 affirmation. Actually, just E3 affirmation. I have to make a phone call soon. So, I'm just basically being comfortable in the discomfort, being okay with the imperfections, and just keep on moving forward. One of my teachers told me, now is not the time for perfection. Just do it. Like, that's it. Just do it every day. Do your best. Do the best you can. And that's it. Don't worry about perfection at all. Because perfect actually is a verb, to perfect. Okay, so if you'd like to join me, may this prayer go out to every cell in my body, every aspect of my consciousness. May it have a positive ripple impact and spread like a virus of love throughout my sphere of influence and throughout the whole world, to every animal, plant, and the earth herself, as she ascends to the next level of her being, as the earth lets go of energies that she doesn't need. May this prayer go out to every being in all realms. If you'd like to join me, 3 rounds. I am embodied, I am empowered, I am ecstatic. With your full mind, heart, letting go of everything else, and just seeing what happens, and then moving on to the next moment. Okay, I am embodied, I am empowered, I am ecstatic. It's true. I am embodied, I am empowered, I am ecstatic. One more round. I am embodied, I am empowered, I am ecstatic. Just as I am, just as the situation is, just as the world is. And may you be as well. E3 here, wishing you well.